Long ago, Jesus traveled from town to town teaching people about God's love, healing the sick, and telling stories about the kingdom of heaven. Many people loved Jesus and followed him everywhere because he spoke with kindness and power, unlike anyone they had ever heard before. But some people were not happy about Jesus, especially the Pharisees and Sadducees, who were important religious leaders in Israel. The Pharisees were known for following many strict religious rules and liked being praised for how holy they appeared. The Sadducees were wealthy leaders who worked in the temple and had strong connections with the Roman government. They didn't believe in life after death or resurrection. Jesus began teaching that God cared more about what was in a person's heart than how many rules they could follow on the outside. He said that loving God and loving others were the greatest commandments, and that some leaders were being proud and unfair. The Pharisees felt embarrassed and angry because Jesus showed people that their hearts were not always right before God. The Sadducees were upset because Jesus spoke about eternal life and the resurrection, things they didn't believe in. Both groups started to feel jealous and afraid because more people were listening to Jesus instead of them. They tried to trick Jesus by asking hard questions in front of crowds, hoping he would say something wrong, but he always answered with wisdom and truth. As time passed, the Pharisees and Sadducees began to plot against Jesus, looking for ways to arrest him. They accused him of breaking their laws and claimed that he was being disrespectful to God by saying he was the Son of God. Finally, they worked with the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, and had Jesus arrested, even though he had done nothing wrong. Jesus was sentenced to die on the cross, not because he was guilty, but because they didn't want to lose their power and control. But what they didn't understand was that Jesus chose to die so that all people could be forgiven and have eternal life with God. 3 days later, Jesus rose from the dead, showing the world that love, truth, and God's power are stronger than hate, lies, and death.